position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The roof's shaking underneath us, guys. Give to Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Across the 45. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The give to the back. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Scores on the sneak.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll try the right side. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He's going to run it. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Gator. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Raiola. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Hands it off. Finds some fresh air. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They open this possession from their own 20. They think there's room to run to the right here. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Off to the races to the right. The 20. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff to the single back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Wilson. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes the grab on the left. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Hawkins. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. USF is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Hunter. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Raiola. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Tight end finds a soft spot. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Huskers will go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Cornhusker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead.
Love that call. You go option to try to really stress and stretch the defense down here by the goal line. Great job pitching, catching, getting in the end zone. 2 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Brown has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Snap it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Gators headed quickly to the line. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The give on the option. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be 4th down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Raiola. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up to the completion.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll try to sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
To the air, it's Lagway. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Trying play action. Looking for space to the left. Unleashes one. Lost, the defense is wide open. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And some room to work. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They'll run the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking for a crease to the left. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Dropping back, it's Lagway. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolute shank. Missed it. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but you have the 20-point lead. Life is good. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wants to change this route. Going right to work up top. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Brings it in down the left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. Gators decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catch is made at the 15. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Flips it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Floating away. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He's going to take off. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Is no good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Buying some time. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And if I'm a defense, I got to make sure I stay aggressive in these situations. Sometimes people play casual and back off and give up the easy stuff. Man, continue to make this offense earn it. You got the lead. You're in a good position.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Nebraska! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 24 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. will try to bully their way for the first. When people around the country see this score, and I can't imagine why they wouldn't be watching this game, a top 10 victory against a higher-ranked team behind this running attack, that's going to command attention.
It's going to command attention for all the fans watching this game. It's going to command attention for the rest of the teams on their schedule too, David. They have proven today that they can get it done on the ground. They are big, they are physical, and they are tough to stop.
It's so fun to get this mid-season test to prove what you're worth, and especially being the underdog. Like, you've got them ranked ahead of us. Okay, we'll go out and show you. And I think they did it in a physical fashion. Fun to watch them run the football, have success, and prove they deserve to be ranked higher.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Gators inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. On the run, it's Daniels. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. And that is how we will wrap this one up.